Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this morning briefing live webinar. I hope everyone is doing all right. Everyone has a good trading week so far. Hello, Carlos. Hello, guys from the Zoom. Good morning, Sherry. So let's get started. Our disclaimer, just to make sure we don't offer any personal advice. We are doing market review and it's for general information and education only. Okay. Now, in case you haven't yet, guys, please just make sure you follow us on the Instagram. I'm sending you here on the chats the link so you can get all the updates we post. Also on the Telegram channel, you can get the link as well. Every time before we go live, we post it on the Telegram, so you're gonna get instant notifications, and you make sure you're never gonna miss any live event. Also during the weekends, we put updates on about the markets on the Telegram, and also some stories on a daily basis on Instagram. So I really encourage you to get connected with these social medias if you haven't yet. And also for those who are not on the YouTube, please, guys, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. And for everyone, just make sure you like the videos we are putting. We put so much effort for every live webinar and live streaming, especially, and every event. So an honor feedback that will be very, very, very appreciated. Okay, you can like the videos, you can comment on the videos, on the content, whatever you want to ask. There is no problem at all. Okay. Let's share the screen to go through some news events. So the calendar for today. Today it's Wednesday, August the 17th. We had early in the Asian session, the balance of trade in Japan. Just some time ago, 30 minutes ago, we had the inflation rate in the UK. Number came more positive than they were expected. So we assume that interest rates raises will be followed through in the UK based on this outcome today. Later on in the New York session, we will have the retail sales in the US and also the FOMC minutes. Tomorrow, unemployment rate in Australia and existing home sales in US. They expected to see a drop in the number because of the materials. Of course, they become more expensive, and the living cost now it's become a bit more pricey. So people, they do not spend that much money to buy houses or to build new homes. So we saw a drop in the number. And on Friday, we will be here on the live streaming again, but just to mention, we're going to have inflation rate in the Asian session, and we will have the retail sales in the UK. So let's go through today's the top headlines from the morning briefing tab. You can find it on your premium analytic Admirals website. So what we have here, heat wave intensified energy crisis in Europe. We all see with what's going on with Russia in terms of gas supply. New Zealand central bank raises cash rate. They took them from 2.5% to 3%. And that they say that that was raised by 275 basis points since October, when it was the record low at 0.25%. Japan exports grew for 17th consecutive month in July. They say that the exports rose 19% in July from a year earlier, which was slightly stronger than the 18.2% increase expected by economic survey by FactSet. Export rose 19.4% in June, sorry. Excuse me for that, guys. I'm just a bit sick lately, so apologies for some coffee. Germany to keep last 3 nuclear power plants running in policy U-turn. US approves nearly all tech exports to China, data shows. And US to buy Ukraine grain as ship traffic increases. All right. I see some questions coming from the people on the live streaming on YouTube. Guys, from the Zoom, I don't see you participating today that much. I hope everyone is it's okay. And welcome to those who join us in the last few minutes. You can kindly type any pairs you would like to see today. Anyhow, we're going to go through the pairs. We go every session. So if you have something in mind you would like to ask, please go for it, type it down, and we will go through soon. Back in the charts, we start with the pound US dollar. We are on the daily chart. Cola said pound Swiss, Isaac US 30. Thank you, guys. We will see them. Cherry, is it a triangle on the US Japanese yen? Is it a divergence on the CAD Swiss daily? Euro USD from Mohammed. Rob, is news not needed when trading daily, weekly timeframes? Can you share us your trading strategies? Hello, Rob. Yesterday, I made a webinar for those you haven't had the chance to participate. We're going to put it on the record. It's going to be uploaded, I think, today, if it hasn't uploaded yet. So I give you my trading strategy, my checklist, how I enter the trade, what I look for, how I look for it, and what I do exactly. And I will encourage you guys to definitely go and watch that webinar. Okay, really, it's a no-brainer. And you will see my trading strategy, Rob, there. And also you're going to have the checklist, so you can make 1 yes, 2 yes, 3 yes, and boom, you go. You are entered to take the trade. And also a question is news not needed when trading daily, weekly time frames? Usually when I trade the daily and weekly time frames, I don't look at the news in terms of, I look them in terms of content. I just don't mind what it's going to be really the outcome. But few times if the stop it's a bit tight, and you're going to have news like non-farm payrolls in USA, you're going to have news like interest rates, and it's going to be something really completely diversified from the forecast. Then we see some spikes before the market keeps moving in its predominant direction, and sometimes it takes our stops out, unfortunately. But in general, the news, the volatility, the news bringing in that particular time when we have stop loss above the highs and the lows on the daily charts, usually they don't get affected. Okay, so pound US dollar on the daily chart, we talked about this area here. The market stopped making the higher highs. It made a lower high at this point, but when it came down there, we see that buyers, they stepped in, at least for now, and yesterday they didn't let the market fall below. However, we are in an extensive downtrend, as we said many times, so we have to acknowledge that and understand that now we are in a very sideways range, and there is not many things to do. Euro US dollar, we say that when the market breaks below this point, it's a very good and valid confirmation for shorts. Let's go to the daily chart. We were looking this market at this point here. Last session on Monday, we talked about this break below. So we have few inside bars. Inside bars are a good, it's a good trading strategy to take the breakout of the inside bars when you confirm there is a predominant trend in place. It's not something I usually do, very rare thing for me, but because other educators on the webinars, they trade the inside bars and they teach about the inside bars. That's why I mentioned you guys. So that was one good trade here. I was waiting, as I said, to break below these low points. We broke them and the market make a lower low. So I'm waiting for a pattern here to appear like the ones I teach on my webinars. And again, I encourage you to go and have a look at them because they are there. You can watch them as many times as you want. So I'm waiting for something to play off here and participate to the downside. Question: is there consideration on the? Is there a consolidation on the chart? Which chart are you talking? US dollar, guys. When you want to ask about some charts, maybe it's good to have a look here. What is flashing? It means it's the current chart we are explaining, and what is highlighting here is the time frame. So you can refer to Euro USD 4 hour. So Rob, for which time frame and charts you are talking about? Consolidation on the pound, but on the euro we see a trending market so far. Okay, so as I said, I'm waiting for something to happen around this area to participate to the downside. Some people, they join us now. Hello guys, welcome. That's okay, Rob. Rob said, I didn't expect you to change it so quickly. Okay, that's okay, man. No hard feelings at all. Let's have a look at the USD JPY daily chart. Actually, let's bring up some drawing tools here. So daily chart, we talked about this market structure. We have lower highs and lower lows. From a technical perspective, we said the daily it's downtrend, but the weekly we said that it's in an uptrend. So we have this pattern on the daily, lower highs, lower lows. So the market came up to this point here. It sold off temporarily. Then we saw that buyers, they stepped in around these lows and they tried to push the market higher with this pin bar. That was a good entry. However, it's a bit confusing, this type of market structure, because it doesn't give clear strength by a dominant force. What I mean, this bullish candle has too much volume within. It includes too much volume, too much of trading activity for that day. The next few days, we see market just doing nothing. And then we see a strong impulse seller candle here. But the market is not following through. And it's just start trying to push slowly to the upside. So there is not clear dominance by the buyers or sellers. So I wouldn't touch it unless we break above this high here and we have some kind of direction, or we break below this low here and get away from this consolidation phase, which we are right now. Everything I'm talking, it's based on the technical perspective. Okay. Let's have a look at we saw the USD yen, CAD Swiss divergence. Let's go to the CAD Swissy. Do I have it here? CAD CHF. Divergence. If you are talking about MACD divergence, someone asked, Cherry asked, CAD Swissy on the daily, I assume. Yeah, is there a divergence? Yes, there are divergences. And if you plot the MACD, you will see, especially from this swing to this swing, it's a strong divergence move. So divergence, as we said many times, indicates that they're going to change most likely the phase. They're gonna create a retracement. And at many occasions, they do change the whole direction in the market. So, but first they have to change the phase. They have to create the retracement. Okay. So from a technical perspective, you guys can see that this high point, it's lower than this high. So we have a lower high, we have a lower low, and then the market create another impulse move. So we have a lower low, lower high structure. We are in a downtrend. Divergence can help this market, especially after this bullish engulfing yesterday, to push to very close to the trend line. At many occasions, they even break the trend line. So you can keep an eye on that if you are trading divergence. That's a good market. Let's go to the next pair. Theo, what would you say about invest in long term for PayPal? Look, I appreciate all the stocks all the time. So I'm only bullish on the stocks, and especially now when they are on a discount price, I'm definitely doing some buys on stocks they listed on S&P 500 and on Nasdaq mainly. Euro USD, we talked about that. Yes, MACD. Let's have a look. Pound Swiss from Cola. Pound Swiss, do we have it here? Yes, we do. So Pound Swiss here, I have some sell limit orders in the market. So let's do some analysis. The market here is making lower lows, and we see strong sellers. They are interacting with this market so far. Then we have this, I don't know why it's not on these charts. We have this support, which was bouncing a lot before. After a break, it can act as resistance. There is also the initial move started from this area here. So somewhere at this area, we can expect to see some bearishness coming in the market. The area dropped, so I'm waiting for the price. If it's going to break through this support, I will be waiting to see if some of the sell limit orders get triggered and the market is going to keep moving to the downside. Now, there is something, guys, I would like to tell you, and it's coming from my trading experience. When you see a support and it's breaking and it's penetrated, okay, at many occasions, if this support will not penetrate it with long candles, long black candles, in many occasions, the market, it's going to go through the support sometimes before it reverses back, because when there is, we said that the body of the candle shows how much of trading volume took place at that particular trading session. So here we don't see long black candles breaking the support. So it looks like the volume wasn't too much on the break. So maybe the market, when it's going to retrace back, will penetrate the support and then keep going to the downside. And that's just an observation from my experience so far. But this has bearish implications, and the 4-hour chart, of course, some price actions here, we can use them to go short. But definitely right now, from the technical perspectives, it's not a buying opportunity. If the market is going to push, because we have some type of divergence here, if the market is going to push higher and it's going to break this high point here, then definitely we're going to start looking for longs, because we're going to have that new higher high structure. Okay, but for now, we have this impulse to the downside, we have this lower low, so we are waiting for a retracement to go for short. And if you go to the webinar yesterday, you will see the checklist I use exactly to participate in this type of markets. Okay, so let's see the euro Oz. We talked about last time, and we said that the market, it's creating lower lows. So we approach somewhere around the support. Now we will see what the market is going to do. So far, we are around this resistance area. We are still looking for shorts because we have the lower lows and lower highs. If we go on the 4-hour chart, that's the area from the daily, as you can see. So on the 4-hour chart, if we come here with a nice bearish engulfing or with a nice bearish pin bar, as we talked about yesterday, then definitely we can take it to the downside and target these low points here, which is a very good reward to risk ratio. DAX, I know some people, they are trading DAX. Last time we talked about this bullish engulfing, it broke above finally this gap. Then the market retested within the day, the following day, and then yesterday it pushed with this bullish candle on the 4-hour chart. We said that we can take advantage. We can use either a trend line, or we can, here it was an entry, or we can go down to the 1-hour chart. If you are trading 1-hour charts there, this one at New York, around the New York session early in the morning in the US. So this doji, if you want, from the trend line resist support, it could be utilized to the upside. But overall, for this market, we said that this is in an uptrend. It's in a strong uptrend. We see minor retracements, so buyers are very active, and we can see this market coming and retesting this high point here, or somewhere, anywhere around this this area, because we see some activity happen in the recent past. So, but there is a room to move to the upside for those who are trading this market. Okay. BTC USD. We talked on the daily chart that the market is trying to behave within this triangle pattern, within this ascending triangle. Ascending triangle, it's the type of pattern which the market, when it's declined, the buyers, they stepped in higher prices and they just rescued, and then it's a straight horizontal line which acts as resistance, and at some point this compression here, it breaks to the upside. But it's been a while that this market is trading here, and sometimes these patterns, they just fail. So keep an eye if you are long them the last few weeks. But for now, the overall picture is bullish for the Bitcoin against the US dollar. US dollar against the Canadian dollar. We have these lower highs up. We have these lower highs and lower lows series. So technically we are in a downtrend, not a clear downtrend. The market, it's not in a very, very clear trending stage. So we can be careful with our entries and stop losses when we trade this. If we go down to the 4-hour chart, we see these massive swings straight on the one side and then coming back. So now we are in the middle of pretty much nowhere. That's how it's a no man's land. That's how I prefer to call it. So we have to just be patient if we are trading on the lower time frames. New Zealand, Canadian dollar. So on the weekly chart, the New Zealand CAD, it looks bearish because we have lower highs and lower lows. This one here, and this high is lower than this high, and this low is lower than that low. So we are in a downtrend technically, but we see that bullish momentum is in place here. If we go on the daily chart, we definitely going to see the break of structure. We talked about that, this impulse move now. We had this break of structure, and we have this higher high, these higher lows. So we said that when the market approaches around these levels, we can start looking for longs. However, the bigger view, it's to the downside. The weekly chart shows bearish implications. The daily chart shows bullish implications. And it's exactly, guys, at this time that traders, they get so caught up in and frustrated in their trading, and they don't know which direction to take, and they feel that frustration that I see an uptrend here, I buy, and the market just keep falling. So maybe the trend strategies, they don't work. No, when we see that the weekly chart, it's not in line with the daily chart, that's where, if we have a clear trend on the daily and we haven't approached a key level of resistance on the weekly, which sellers may they come in force, then we can just be patient and trade our trending strategies. There's nothing wrong to trade the trend strategies, but we have to acknowledge the fact that the major trend, it's showing a different direction. So the way we can participate is only with strong price action, like engulfing spin bars, or if you go down to the 4-hour, a pattern like a double bottom to indicate that the sellers, they try for second time to push the market lower and they fail. Double bottom, it's strong enough to give you the confirmation you need to go to the upside. But I wouldn't start buying on the 4-hour with inside bars and with some just pin bars on the 4 hours, because many times they fail, especially when the weekly chart it's showing something different. Excuse me, guys. So, sorry, I haven't checked the chat for a while because I was just talking on the charts. US 30, we have for US 30, where are you? US 30 here. So any other questions? What will be the preparation in the case of divergence in order to take the trade? Jerry, the preparation for when we have divergence in order to take the trade, every trade we said that it doesn't have that series of higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend or a lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend. So when the market is doing like this and we see some, basically, let's explain the pair we reviewed, the Swiss cat, I think was that one. The price was moving like this, but the indicator, the MACD, was moving like that. So we have lower lows in the price and we have higher lows in the indicator, in the MACD. So the price, always indicators, they come second, price come first. So the overall picture is in a downtrend. We have an early warning that the market possibly can stop trading lower, but there is not a confirmation. The confirmation will come once this price, it's going to take out the last high and create a higher high. That's where the buyers are in control. And then we wait for a pushback, and then we take long trades from here. Because some, so how can you utilize the divergence? You can get aggressive and get right at the bottom, and that we consider as a counter trend trades. Nothing wrong with that. If you backtest and you see that that can work for you. For me, unfortunately, it wasn't working when I backtested, so I didn't get very excited about that. But you can get around here with a bullish engulfing, like we saw that price action, or with a pin bar, with a long tail pin bar, and you can just hope that the market is not going to stop you and keep trending. So pretty much that's how you can do it. Or you can wait, you can don't get in the temptation to trade the divergence on the reversal, on the counter trend trade, because as we said, we don't know if this is going to be a reversal, and you can wait for the market to come to retest this excuse me, to come and retest this last swing, and then take the trades to the downside with the predominant trend. And the last one, the US 30 weekly chart, we see that the market broke the structure. We had this, maybe we have to change the color. Yeah, we had this lower low in the market, and now the new higher high. So this is a strong confirmation that the sellers, they turn, the selling pressure became bullishness, basically. And if we go down to the daily chart, we can see that this up, we can see this impulse move. That was the weekly recent break. So you can use, when the market, I will tell you something else, when the market it's in a steep uptrend or a steep downtrend, you can plot your moving averages, 9 moving average, 21 moving average. It's a good combination for daily charts and for the indices, because they tend to strongly trend for a while. So you can go down to the daily charts if you have some opportunities, or 4 hours and 1 hour charts. In this type of market, they give lucrative entries, like this one here, bullish engulfing, like this couple inside, you can take it to the upside, like buy stop above here because it's in a nice trending environment. Or if you go even lower to the 1 hour chart, you can have some more trades. And again, this is bullish so far. We have some obstacle around here, clearly resistance here, support, resistance. So market can push back a little bit, but the next target, obviously, it's this one here. And we have so much room to move if we're going to manage to stay above this horizontal. Okay, thank you, Alan. Sorry about your health. Appreciate it. I'm taking medication, and I hope by Friday I'm going to be better. When we are a bit sick, it's a bit tough to do this live trading. But however, I stick here. Even on Monday, I was even worse than on last Friday. But thank you so much for your interest. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Guys, for those who are watching us through the Zoom, you're going to receive, you're going to be directed after we're going to end up the webinar to give us some feedback. And I will definitely encourage you to do that. I think feedbacks are anonymous. I'm not sure. Just please make sure you write whatever you want to say, you want to see for next sessions or about what we are doing here. So please make sure you do it. Let me see, did I left any question I didn't answer? Sorry, Rob. Now I see it. I saw a video yesterday. Someone says after a trend, more consolidation. How do you know when to apply a candle pattern? Because many candle patterns from like bullish and Rob, this is especially this question. It can be answered when the team will upload my yesterday's webinar on the YouTube channel. Guys, just bear with me for a sec. I would like to show you on the YouTube channel where you can find the videos. So let me share quickly the screen. Which one now? It's this one here. Okay, guys, please, when we upload videos from webinars, when I do myself or Paul or Jens, when we do the webinars, you go here to the Admirals channel. I sent you the link here at the spotlight, the very first one. It's where you're going to find all the webinars. Okay, I don't see the one I've done yesterday uploaded yet, but it will be today soon. So please keep an eye or turn on your notification button and you will receive notification, of course. And the live, for those, you can scroll down, you can see live trading. For those who want to see the recordings, they can go here. I think it's further down at the beginning. It's the subscription to the upcoming lives. Okay, so just one more time, I will send you this directly, this page, so it's easier for you. Just click and you're going to find them. Okay. Excuse me. All right, guys. It was an absolute pleasure again. Thank you so much. Sorry I took a little bit more time from your valuable time. I'm sure it was for your best interest. Have a good day, and I will talk to you on Friday, same time. Bye-bye.